What's up guys, how you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome to a new squad builder here on my channel for FIFA 18 Ultimate Team. Now I have done absolutely loads of starter squads, cheap budget squads, that type of thing. It's time for me to really enjoy myself using, well, the whole title of this game mode is Ultimate Team. I'm trying to build my ultimate team with what I've got at my disposal today, and we start things off in goal with the 92 rated Manuel Neuer. If you do enjoy today's video, please don't forget to smash that thumbs up button and let me know in the comments below who is your best player in your ultimate team. So we've got Neuer in goal, he's 92 rated. Keepers aren't the most reliable of things on this game, but I've got to say, I really like his distribution and he has saved me countless times, so I rate him in goal. And I've not sold him yet because that's how much I rate him. Like normally, if I don't like a keeper, I'll offload him, but Neuer's pretty legit. That's something to say as well. Goalkeepers are not normally that great. At right back today, we've got Kyle Walker, so 83 rated, a bit of an upgrade from FIFA 17. He's got like 90 pace, and he's really strong, and I think he does a great job in that fullback position. And then we've got David Alaba on the other side. Now, ideally, I would love to have icons in those two positions. Love to have like Zanetti or Roberto Carlos, something like that. But Alaba does a good job as well, and he's decent going forward, which is what I like, whipping those crosses in and stuff. And then you've got two beastly centre-backs. The first one, Jerome Boateng, obviously gets a perfect link to Manuel Neuer. He's 6'4" with 75 pace, 88 defending, and 84 physical. That's crazy. But the best defender I've got is this guy, Frank Rijkaard. Oh my god, I love him. He's ridiculous. 88 rated with everything above 73 is his lowest stat is shooting. He's got 88 defending, 85 physical, 78 pace. He's 6'2", and he does just look handsome, doesn't he, on that card? That moustache, that hairdo, it's ridiculous. Now, moving on into the midfield, we have got three icons, and nearly four icons, because Kante is known to be one of the craziest players on the game. He was in FIFA 17. I've got to say he's good in FIFA 18, but I don't see the hype, and I don't see the value of paying over 200,000 coins for this player. Honestly, Bakayoko would do a similar job, you know, same nation, same club. I think he'd almost be a better player on this game because his height and strength. Just my opinion. Moving on, though, to the three icons that I've got in midfield. Patrick Vieira. He's so ridiculously awesome. 6'4", medium-high work rates, more defensive-based, but he's got 85 pace with that 6'4" height. That's just crazy. And then we've got Ruud Gullit, who's 6'3", with 88 pace. And, of course, a member of Club 80, 88 pace shooting and passing, 86 dribbling, 4-star skill moves, 5-star weak foot. I mean, it's just nuts. He is my most expensive player, and he is my best player on Ultimate Team. I absolutely adore him. I've got so, like, I'm just don't want to ever let go. I don't want to ever sell him, but I might need to at some point because, of course, that's tying up quite a lot of coins. I've then got Rui Costa. I did the SBC, and I haven't looked back. He's a great, fun player, and he's actually strong for a cam as well, which I like, and very quick too. Great dribbling. Distribution is awesome, and he does pop up with a few goals as well. And then this is my Strikeforce. This is the reason I wanted to build this team, is because Gabriella Zeus has that in form this week, and I think he could kind of complete my team, knowing how overpowered his regular version is. Maybe the in-form version's amazing. But Sadio Mane, Player of the Month, makes it up front. I originally played the first couple of games of this team with Ibra up front, and then I realised, you know what, I think Mane is just going to cut it a little bit better. That 95 pace, that 89 dribbling, the stats are just there, aren't they? And then we have, of course, in-form Gabriel Jesus, 84 rated with 89 pace and dribbling and 83 shooting. This 84 rated item is going to cost you nearly 500,000 coins, which is definitely nuts. But there's a lot of hype about him because obviously his regular card is so prolific and scores a lot of goals in FUT Champions against everyone. So obviously, when this card comes out, people are just going to go absolutely nuts, aren't they? And that is what has happened. Although I see him settling around sort of the 300,000 mark. Maybe with all of the packs and promos and stuff that we got going on, he might drop a bit. Who knows? So that is my starting 11. of like my ultimate team at this point in time in FIFA. I've got a couple of other players, you know, I've got the likes of Ibrahimovic, like I mentioned earlier. He started out in this team. I do own another icon as well. I've got, who is it? Oh, JJ Okocha. But of course, I mean, he could fit in this formation up front, a little bit like Mane off chemistry, but ideally you wouldn't want to do that. I like him best in the 4-3-2-1, but I'm moving away from that formation for a bit, so it might be something that I can do. I might be able to offload JJ Okocha, even though he's one of the most fun icons I've used so far. It's just sort of, sometimes you just sort of move on and change formation and they no longer fit in your team, and that might be the case so far with the Nigerian. So there's lots of good goals. I mean, there's lots of goals in total, and then there's some really, really nice ones as well. I tried to keep it all so that you're seeing like the same player getting all of his goals in a row. Like, we're onto the Rui Costa ones now. I obviously scored a really nice goal with Patrick Vieira, which is his lowest stat is his shooting of 75, but the guy has still got a rocket. Like, I scored a banger from outside the box that goes in off the post. Obviously, you're seeing what we can do with Rui Costa as well. He isn't just dribbling and passing. He can find the back of the net, although his finishing is the stat that really lets him down in that department. If you haven't already seen the FUTWIZ review for some of these icons, I will leave a link in the top right corner. Go and subscribe. I make at least 4 videos over there every single week, and you can see a more in-depth review on some of these brilliant players. So now we're on to the goals that I scored with Mane. That's a lovely goal, and that's great link-up play between the two strikers. Obviously, Mane came in a little bit late because I started off with Zlatan, but he wasn't getting that many goals for me, and I just figured I'd try something different, and instantly it clicked. Some squads he would work in, some squads he wouldn't. Same for like Mane as well. He wouldn't work in certain squads with different players and stuff, but the combo of pace between Jesus and Mane was literally what was getting me wins in actually what was a really tough round of daily knockout tournament. It was late on Thursday night, just before the thing was going to close and expire, so everyone that was playing was super trying hard. There were a lot of people in there with what looked like weekend league teams, with the likes of Player of the Month Mane, with icons and stuff like that, going hard, warming up for what would be the weekend league starting on the Friday, should I say. So I had a really good test with this particular squad, and I did lose one game, I think it was, where I was like 2-0 up and then 3-1 up, and then eventually I just capitulated, and the guy did really, really well to get back into the game, a stressful one. But Gabriella Zeus here, look at this goal that he scores. Just, oh my God, just bangs it from distance. A lovely finish across the goalkeeper. It had enough accuracy, but more importantly, it had enough power to take that one past the goalkeeper. He didn't manage to get his hand to it in time. And well, he's a very tricky player. I can't say he's like, oh my God, so much better than his regular item, but there is a little bit of a noticeable difference. He just feels a little bit more well-rounded and clinical on the ball. But we all know that the regular version of Jesus can score lots of goals on this game, because if you've ever played any of the weekend league or any competitive sort of game modes, the guy is just, he has that factor of luck where everything goes his way, and I definitely noticed it as well. Like, look here, look at the weird bounce, it drops back down straight into the path of Jesus, who's obviously going to stick that one in the back of the net. Mane then cuts inside here, plays it to Jesus, the defenders run the complete wrong way, and I am able to stick that ball in the back of the net. That particular game there was a 2-all, really hard-fought match all the way to the 90 minutes, and then I eventually won 6-2 in extra time. How come that happens sometimes in games? You cannot break the defence and get the winner in a certain period of time. You then go into extra time and you absolutely annihilate, or you absolutely get annihilated. Sometimes that happens as well. But we must be running out of Gabriella Zeus goals. Time to move on to some rude Gullit bangers. And it pretty much is just a case of hold shoot from outside the box, and the ball's going to go in the back of the net. Hold shoot from anywhere with Ruud Gullit. He is the best player on FIFA 18. That is the statement that I'll go with, and the one that I believe. He is He's just so well-rounded, so good in every single area. He has aggression, so he gets back and helps defend. Obviously, huge amounts of physical. He's got that big hairdo as well, which is brilliant. And of course, 4-star skill moves, but 5-star weak foot. They made him even better this year, which is just nuts. This is probably the worst goal that I scored with him. Just like took a couple of stabs at the cherry after a nice shot from, I think it was Gabriella Zeus that hit the bar that time. Not a pretty goal. It did cause a rage quit though within 15 minutes. This is a nice 1-2 to rainbow flick to volley though. I mean, that's a superb goal. I do that quite a lot this year, especially with GULLIT, because he's just mega, like, amazing and awesome. But yeah, the rainbow flick to volley this year, it's something that seems to be able to go in the back of the net. It sits up nicely, and the slightly slower players or the bigger players seem to be able to do it and then hit it on the full volley rather than waiting for it to bounce and hit it on the half volley. But you're seeing just some mad goals that we got with GULLIT across the board. They're just nuts. Goalie should have saved that one though. I don't know why his hands don't really go out to try and save the ball. But there you have it, guys. At this point in time in FIFA, you know, mid-October, this is my ultimate team on FIFA 18. If I was really going super hard and competitive, this is the squad that I would want to use. There are many icons that I would also quite like to get, but it would be a little bit silly to do so. I'm kind of waiting for some more prime icons to come out. That would be interesting. And then, of course, with ultimate screen stuff, the boosted players, do they fit into the mega squad at some point in time? Who knows? I'm waiting for that stuff to come out. It should be interesting as well. Smash a like on the video if you have enjoyed. Don't forget, of course, to subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. What's your ultimate team like? And I'll catch you next time. Peace.